Hey guys, Enchanting Gaming here, and man, has March just been fire for Lorcana. April, to be honest with you, just continues to be looking like the same up and to the right trajectory. It's just, absolute nuts. Now, I was a big promoter of Lorcana being undervalued before March, and somewhat through March as well. But now that we've hit April and we're looking at all these prices. Like right here, I'm on eBay looking at the buy it nows for the newly listed stuff. It's just everything to me is starting to get to that point of being overpriced, kind of, or fairly priced for some, because it depends on the card you're looking at. But March brought many multiple X's for many cards, as you can see here. For those of you that have been around Lorcana for some time, these prices are just kind of going insane. Like, if I could find that Pooh Honey Wizard one. Oh, here's the Genie Double Sword. Not too long ago, you were getting this card for 300-ish. Now you're basically looking at a K, 1 grand. Where is he? It's Honey Wizard. He's right here. 4,500. I've seen some listed at 5K. It's just kind of crazy because you look at previous sales, April 3rd added 2,400, but before that you're looking more at 1,200, 13. And no, I get these fabled cards. There weren't as many printed as some of these other sets with iconics in them. So there may be the same amount of these poos as, say, a Ariel or Hades iconic, but in general, enchanteds are going to be, I think it's over 2 times the amount per iconic, because you're looking at about 18 enchanteds a set compared to the 2 iconics and 2,000 packs per each specific iconic. So I think that kind of comes out to a little over 2x for each enchanted to an iconic. And so maybe Pooh's relatively correct in its pricing at this point between 1,000 to 2,000, but definitely I would not be touching this thing at $4,000 to $5,000. It just seems kind of nuts to me at that price point. I definitely could see a cooling down for Pooh in the future here, as well as a lot of these other cards. Like, I don't know, it's just to that point that you gotta be careful here. There's just too many cards, in my opinion, that went up, pretty quickly and are a little bit heated in terms of what their price is. And look out for these weird listings. Absolutely no way is this card worth $15,000. Do your research if you're new, especially. Do not be buying this card at 15K. Like, I don't care if they say low pop. There's going to be so many more cards coming on the market in the months to come. Like PSA, they're literally like backlogged 4 months at least. My friend hasn't got their cards back. They sent in Pokemon ones, and they've been at PSA for 5 months now. So do your research. There's a lot of other YouTubers out there that put out a lot of good videos talking about cards and pop numbers and all that. Definitely pass on this card. And just be careful to, like, don't get yourself into debt over this, especially if you're married. Like, the time to go risky is when you're single, to be honest. Like if you're married, debt isn't the smartest move for you to be making. It's kind of a big reason for a lot of divorces. And just honestly, GG's to all of you who bought before March. I mean, you got awesome deals before this big, huge upturn in the market. No, I just don't even know what to say, to be honest. Just it it all happened a little bit sooner than I expected. I was kind of more thinking May was going to be this huge turnaround for Lorcana because of Wilds Unknown with the Pixar popularity and all. And that's when all these cards would really start to just take off. But no, the smart collectors and investors, they foresaw that and started getting in earlier. And I'm happy I did get what I was able to before then. Wish I had a little more time, of course, but it's all good. All these Lime King cards definitely going up. I just gotta really do your research on a bunch of these cards. And to be honest too, like you can hit up better auctions instead of the buy it nows. I'd be really looking into those auctions. Buy it nows are kind of at this point getting crazy. Can't really find much of a deal anymore in them. Every now you can, and now and then you can, but then maybe too you want to look into raws instead of PSA 10s. I know there's like certain ones where you can pick up like 7 raws for the same price as a PSA 10. So you might be better off taking the gamble on that. No, I've bought stuff off TCG Player and eBay that have looked like they'll turn out as 10s, and I've got some cards over at grading right now. We'll see what they come back as, but definitely might be better off going that route at times. No, I don't know what to really say in terms of Wilds Unknown coming out in May. Are we gonna see a simmering down in Lorcana before then? Are we not? At this juncture, it appears we're not. But at some point we're gonna have to, I would assume. It might end up being after Wilds Unknown comes out. But the problem then is you're gonna have so many new people hopping into Lorcana at that point, and it's just like, okay, we get to the next set in like September when rotations hit. Are sets 5 through 8 even going to drop down in price when they rotate out, like the first 4 chapter or sets had? I'm kind of almost in doubt on that. We'll see, but that may just be priced in already, since those sets 5 through 8 haven't really had as huge a spark as 9 through 11 have. So we might not see much of a decline, if any. Just it's getting to be crazy times in Lorcana, and I know there's so much more upside left. So many people have not even heard of Lorcana, have not even bought in Lorcana. You've got so many over in the Pokemon investing world that haven't come over here yet. And you got all your huge Disney fans that slowly are getting introduced through, parks giving cards out, the cruises. There's a lot of potential for this game. In my opinion, it's gonna be next to Pokemon one day, and that might not even be too far off from occurring. Even these Japanese cards. I'm not much of a Japanese buyer myself. I don't speak Japanese, and I just prefer to be able to read my cards. But with that, guys, just be careful. We don't know if reprints are coming out for sets 9, 10, 11, or any other set. No, it could really end up affecting prices on those sets if they do decide to reprint. Then Wild's unknown. I'm just really hoping they do a massive first print run on that set. If they don't, it's gonna be kind of a scary time with that. Probably have huge price increases going on, and at some point they will reprint that set. Most definitely, it's just too popular, Pixar. But yeah, with that, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.